goes Spider-Man. Dog. Squirrel. He's climbing. Okay, so you're probably thinking to yourself, Carson, I missed 3 videos yesterday. What's the deal? And you'd be correct. But I will say that sleep was really nice. I just made that 1 video instead of 4. It was really nice. I was talking with an amigo yesterday, and he was saying that, man, my voice feels like I was yelling last night, because I was singing and belting my little heart out. So now my voice is like, you're gonna have to bear with me here. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, I was talking with a friend, and he said that maybe, because I normally will like listen to the music or the radio on the way to work, which is in place of this, but when I talk for the entire time, I missed the entire time of the radio, and I was kind of like, man, I kind of missed that. So his suggestion was record for half of it, and then radio for the rest. And I was like, well, I was trying to talk in points anyway, so that might be actually helpful, but we'd have to try it. And I'm not gonna try it today. Seems like a next week deal. Now today I wanted to talk a little bit about what I would do with the farmland. So specifically with the architecture. I have a film degree from university, but I was really close to getting an architecture degree. Very close in the sense of, oh, that looks fun. I don't actually have the schooling for that. I'm missing a lot of math. I actually wonder how much math architects even use. It's kind of artsy, kind of math. Hope they don't forget to carry the 1. I'm sure it happens though. My left eye was watering there. Like, just my left eye. That's weird. You guys ever had that happen? Your left eye ever watered when your right eye was dry as a bone for no reason? Can you imagine crying lopsided? So, fun fact for you, I actually wanted to build a building like right there. Right there. You're not looking, it's right there. Fine. No, I did want to build a building. I still plan on doing that, but as is made known, I typically jump from thing to thing often. I don't know how to not jump from thing to thing. It's a skill I am learning how to focus on a project to get a project done. I wonder here, I'm just thinking out loud here. Hold on. I'll get to the rest of the stuff. Let me just think out loud for a second. What if I divided my interest up into months or time frames or half months, and then all I would do is go, I have this project, I have this interest, and I assign it ahead of time to the number of months. So if it's like, okay, maybe there's boats, maybe I assign it to, I learn everything I can about boats in 1 month or 1.5. I need to keep track of these, all these little quirks, these phases. So if I can find an average time, then I'll just set the average time and then schedule them out, so that whatever I do, if it's quote unquote completable in that span, that 1.5 month span, then I will actually have completed it and it won't be left uncompleted. I'm gonna say that again. Divide up your time. If you want to complete something, divide it up into month-long sections or 1.5 month sections for different interests, and then assign yourself that time to focus on it, so that whenever you finish that time, you will have completed it instead of just merely moving on to the next task. Okay, that girl back there in that car was yawning, and I could see her in my rearview mirror. Oh, she's coming up on the port window. Act cool. Act cool. Yep, there she goes. Oh, she's not even from here. Texas drivers. If you're a Texas driver, we need to talk about driving. I've been to Texas one too many times. The roads are weird, and people are driving so aggressively. Offense is the best defense, I guess. I guess it applies to driving too. Please no hate from Texas. I love you all. Man, it's so much easier to talk in a car versus like a podcast studio. You know, I've had some of the best conversations in my life in a car. Very deep conversations, very light conversations. I don't know what it is about a car. I think it allows us to focus on something where it doesn't get as boring. It kind of frees up our mind a little bit to talk about the rest. Okay. Side tangents, tangentially aside, tangentially. Tangents are cool though. So is sine and cosine. We'll say I think cosine is my favorite. It has the most practical use in my applications. Is it opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse? I think it's adjacent over hypotenuse. Man, I'm going all the way back to math here in my head. So, architecture, yes, land. That's what you all came to hear. I know it. I don't know why half of you show up. Well, I don't know why all of you show up. I don't know why anyone shows up. Anyway, got a patch of land. Here's what I want to do with it. I want to have a house. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of the designs out there that are based on shipping containers. The 9 foot 9 by 8 by 40 foot high cube shipping containers. I love the form for those. My plan would be to build a little starter home, potentially half studio form of a house. I might want to separate the studio part from the house in case I want to do more work in the studio, or I build a small house and then I also build a small studio additionally, like on a different spot. I could do that, but also then here's the thing, most shipping container houses are small. They're luxury tiny homes, more or less. That's got to be the weirdest thing I have ever seen. This lady was lighting one up in her car. That's not weird, but then she grabbed the lighter from what looked like her dash, and I know they have the cigarette lighters down there, but hold on, bear with me. Then she pulled it up to her face, and it had a string attached, like it was physically attached to her car by like the string was retractable. That's weird. I've never seen that. Wow. Anyway, architecture, house, the studio here, and then you got the house there. I also want a barn. I don't want any barn. I want like a nice classic wooden barn with the high ceilings, kind of vaulted. Smells like hay in there, and probably animal poop, because they do normally smell like that. I had a barn once. It was a good barn, and I want another barn. So I guess I wouldn't need a place for my boat. I'd leave my boat at port, either live on it or sell it, maybe back and forth. Who knows? Let's see. Maybe, I don't know if you guys know this, I don't know if I've said this yet, but I want to build like a small, have you seen the little trains that people ride on, like around, I don't know, their backyards, the little backyard trains that they actually like sit on? I think they'd be kind of fun. Maybe something a little bit bigger than that, because those are tiny little things, because you want a nice seat. But that'd be a real fun old man side project. All the trains that I see are just a lot of old men driving those trains, and that seems like a really fun old man hobby. So maybe I need like a little train port to park all the trains, but cross that bridge when I get there. I don't know what it is about old men and their hobbies. They're really funny. Okay, house, studio, barn, train port. Let's see, what else do I need on there? Oh, I need like a shop barn, and then like an animal barn. A shop barn, I don't know if you guys have ever been, if you live in Oklahoma and are close to the Claremore area, there's a really cool place up there called Shepherd's Cross, and it's a barn, and they have like sheep, and they have a really cool fall festival. Like, they do a lot of stuff around Thanksgiving, because pumpkins, they got a little pumpkin patch that they do. If you have kids, they'd love it. Take them up there. It's called Shepherd's Cross. It's in Claremore, Oklahoma. Go find it. But yeah, like a little house, a little shop, little barn shop combo, and then like an animal barn combo. But I think that's mostly it. I do like, there's the shipping container house. The final house is, if look this up, Second Age Colonial. No, sorry, don't say that. It's Second Age Empire, and then ignore all the ones with the really tall, spiry castle peak things. Those are kind of weird in my opinion. But like the low profile, the typical old house, Second Age Empire is a really cool architecture style, and I want to revive a new form of that. That's what I want to do. I don't want to build one of those houses. I want to take inspiration from it and build a new one from it. But that's about it. I mean, I'm not asking for much, just like 20 buildings, right? I have no idea. Why would anyone want to listen to me talk about what buildings I want to build? You know what? You guys go do something else. Go do something else really productive, or fun, or worthwhile. Anything. Okay. You'll never get this time back. I'm sorry, it's gone. Gone forever.